you ready to take your viewership of Craven Something Scary to the next level? Are you ready to enjoy exclusive perks such as early access to select videos, the ability to suggest video or live stream topics, private live streams, and the opportunity to even appear with me on a live stream of the channel, and much, much more? Well, if you're ready to become an official Cravenite, you can do so right now by joining my all-new Patreon. So when you visit patreon.com/Craven Something Scary, you'll have 5 different tiers of membership to choose from, and each tier adds more perks. Plus, while you're enjoying the benefits of being a channel patron, you're also helping the channel to continue growing and helping me to bring you more of what you want to see and lots of surprises along the way as well. So visit my Patreon page right now. I look forward to you stepping into the inner circle to become an official Cravenite. Thank you so much for your support.
Hey, you guys, this is Matt Berman. I'm the stunt coordinator and the killer in Urban Legend. And you're watching Craven Something Scary.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, visitors, subscribers, and my patrons, otherwise known as Cravenites. Welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Well, here we are, guys. It's Saturday night, and yes, it's my usual night to stream, and I'm glad to be back again on on a Saturday night and with all of you. And I'll be having a guest that will be joining us in just a little while. But I thought it'd be fun to start the stream off with just you and me, guys, just us hanging out. And then I will bring a guest on a little bit later. But it feels good to be back again on a Saturday night. And it just feels like home, right? Those of you who've been here for a while, Saturday night's always my my streaming night, and and you know, after now I've been clawing back for a couple of weeks now, um, so it feels good. It feels good. So I hope you guys are here to hang out with me. Probably gonna go. I'm probably gonna go for about an hour and a half. So it'll be nothing too crazy, but it'll still be a long enough stream that we can have some good conversation. Um, and I think we're gonna do good. We're gonna do good, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry, 1 moment, please. 1 moment. Just something I want to mention real quick. Um, if you're, obviously today, I'm just going to talk about this now, and I'm not going to talk about it the rest of the stream. But obviously today, you guys, I'm sure, have seen the news, and there was a, very horrific event with a loss of life that occurred in Virginia at a rally for a presidential candidate. And I'm not here to talk politics. I don't care who likes who or doesn't like who. It's not We never talk politics on this channel, and I never will. But I am going to say this. Um, let's, it was a tragic thing, and prayers for all the family members of those that were involved with this horrible tragedy. There's just no other way to say it. Um, so having said that, that's all I'm going to say about it. And I'm asking you all to honor my request, and let's not have any chat about that in the chat. If I see any there, um, I'll be deleting your comments. So let's focus on why we're here. We came together tonight to talk about some Scream 7 theories, kick some ideas around for a little bit, and have a good time. So that's what we're going to do. All right. That's what we're going to do. Um, so I appreciate you all honoring that for me, so I don't have to start deleting a bunch of comments. I would really greatly appreciate it. Um, it's just not something that we talk about, period. And again, that's, like I say, it's not the point of why you're all here and why I'm streaming now. It's about the topic that is the title of the stream. So, all right, let's take a look. Alrighty. All right, Sarah's already deleting comments, and so I appreciate that. We got to stay on topic. So Sarah says you're here as my moderator tonight. Now, I know you'll be watching closely for that. Yeah, anything related to what happened today, we're not talking about. And Julie's here too, and Denisha's here too. Okay, great. uh-huh. All right, that's funny. Hang on a second. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, just taking care of some behind the scenes stuff here. Um, very good. Okay. All righty then. So let's get to it. All right. So first thing I want to say is hello. A blanket hello is over 40 of you here now. And so, much appreciated that you guys are here, and I'm excited about that. So obviously, can't go through every single name by name, but I will say this. I'm scrolling through, guys, and I am taking a look here. I'm just going to see through everyone that's here so that you know that I know you're here. So let me try this. You know what? Maybe I'll be adventurous now, um, and try to do what I call um, rapid fire. Sorry, I'm a little distracted, guys. I got stuff blowing up all around over here. So, all right, here we go. You guys ready? You guys ready to see if I can do this in rapid fire? Okay. Oh my gosh, I gotta get a drink of water before I can do this. Oh man, Ozarka. It's the water. It's the water of the gods. Okay. And no, I'm not being paid to promote Ozarka. Although they should. That should have just earned me some money. Um, all right, so here we go. DJ, Paula, Boop, DC Robin, Horror Movies in Blanket, On Air with Scotty, Russell Dorsey in the house. Smash those thumbs up button. Thank you, Russell. RJ's here. Chocolate Ice. Hey, what's up, Chocolate Ice? All right, good to see you. Casey Tibbs in the house. Nola Ray, Wrestling God, Melissa Wildcard, Travis Dale is in here. Oliver's here. Love to see you here as always. John Best, what's up, John? Good to see you, bro. Tay Tay in the house. Let's see who else. I'm scrolling. Cosmic Urgency in the house as well. Wrestling God. Bronson Wright Wolf, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Okay. Of course, Sarah, I mentioned Sarah Campbell in the house, the crafty saver. It's good to see you too. I'm doing a lot better. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Glad you can make it tonight. Hey, the Night Watch Zone. Oh, my brother in YouTube. No, it's not really crime. It's in YouTube creativity. It is Night from the Night Watch Zone. What is up, my friend? Glad you're here, buddy. Jessica in the view is here. Oh, let's see. Let me see. Got to pick my place. Oh, we're getting there. I'm almost done. I actually almost did it. Almost done. Quentin Gilmore's here as well. Keon, what's going on, Keon? Good to see you, man. Brandon is here as well. Great. Tanisha, I mentioned earlier as well. Bronson, I mentioned already as well. Julie, and I think everyone that's left a comment. Trish Taylor, Ghostface 96. Hey, all right. Good to see you. It has been a while. Hey, thank you very much, Boop Cat. Appreciate that. Talking Star Wars is here also. Becky, what's going on? Oh, okay. This is so cool. So Becky messaged me that she was at a convention today and she's meeting Matthew Lillard. Hey, 1 second, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Well, hey guys. As many of you may know, some of you may not know, but I am still in a hospital right now. I'm actually streaming from my hospital room. And anyone who's ever been in a hospital or visited for any length of time, I think you understand the craziness of the environment and people in and out. So that may not be the last time I have to dip for like 5 minutes, but just stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. Becky says, mission accomplished. I talked to Matthew about your channel. He said he received the message. Sweet. Becky, you're awesome. Thank you for doing that. And I know for a fact there's been several others over the course of the summer that have um, seen Matthew and met Matthew and have shared with him about coming on the channel. Look, it can't hurt. It can't hurt, right? I mean, especially, I think it's kind of cool too because you guys are, located all over the place, in the country, and people of somebody, in different states that are telling him the same name. He's going to begin to be like, I'm thinking it's possible. He'd be like, you know what, man, this is this is crazy. Like I'm hearing about this channel again, and I'm in, Indiana, and now I'm down in Ohio, up in Ohio. So guys, you never know. You never know. All right. And Sarah, thank you so much for putting this up for me. I appreciate this. Yes, right now, as you may see, there's no super chat or there's no memberships on in YouTube on my stream right now. Well, the good news is you become a patron and support the channel as you saw at the beginning if you were here. And it really helps the channel out. I've got 5 tiers. It's all new. I completely redid my Patreon. So please go check it out. And I will also know if you become a member on this stream. I've got Patreon pulled up. So anyone that becomes a member while I'm streaming, I will be able to say thank you in real time and acknowledge you on the live stream. All right, for it to everybody. So thank you for that, Sarah, and appreciate you keeping that going. And also, guys, there is a way you can send super chats. That's right. You can send super chats through PayPal. And I have my PayPal pulled up as well. So here's how it's going to work. I know it's a little different. It's a workaround, but it works. And you guys have on my last stream showed that you guys, were receptive to the idea. So if you go to PayPal and you put in the @ sign, uh, uh, mental relaxation. Sorry, I had to get my trying to show you something. Oops, hold on. Make this a little bit easier for you. My moderators, Sarah, Julie, Val, anyone that's here, my mods, if you could put a link or just kind of repeat it like in there with the PayPal. There it is. So it's a PayPal super chat. So guys, you can still send super chats and I'll get them in real time. I'm literally will get the notification on my phone and I will move you to the front of the line just like always. And you'll be able to not only help support the channel and leave or help keep the lights on, as Knight and I always say, but you'll also get a chance to have your comment acknowledged ahead of the line. And I'll either read your question or comment live and I'll address it. So anyway, guys, effectively now you can send super chats through PayPal at mental relaxation all together. And that's going to come right where it needs to be. Okay. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. All right. Okay. So there it is, guys. Super chats can be sent through PayPal, and I would greatly appreciate it. Certainly helps the channel out in a big way, more than you guys know. Okay. So, all right. Very good. Okay. So we're up to 40 likes, says Talking Star Wars. Good. Let's keep it up, guys. Let's get to 50. That's just 10 more. Let's get to 50. We should hit 50 at least, right? At least 50. We could probably hit 60. But you know what? We'll see. But I appreciate you guys that have hit that thumbs up button because it really does help as well. Helps the stream. All right. That is everyone here that ERBW is here as well. I mean, just saw your name. And you guys are asking some great questions. And I'm actually flagging some of your questions now as I'm scrolling through. But I'm stoked, Becky, about Matthew Lillard. And thank you for telling him today he needs to come on Craving Something Scary. I'm telling you guys, if you guys keep doing it all across the country, it's hard to imagine it won't start to like ring a bell. Like he'll hear the name and be like, wait a minute, I've heard that name before, And yeah, so anyway, I appreciate it. So all that to say, I appreciate it. Jerry Wilson is here also. Hey, Jerry, always great to see you, bud. And hey, Shay, what's going on, man? Shay Rants in the house. By the way, if you guys are not familiar with Shay Rants channel on YouTube, I've been on their channel twice now, doing a video collab. And you can go and watch those videos after the stream. And it's always a lot of fun. So Shay, glad to see you, man. Always good to see you, buddy. That's really cool. Glad you're here. Jay Swalls in the house also. And don't forget, guys, I do have a guest who I will be bringing on here in just a few minutes. So hang tight, my guest. Okay, got the thumbs up backstage. Jay Swall says, Craven, longtime listener, been missing your content. Hope you're getting better and all is well. Jay Swalls, thank you for saying that and saying hello, introducing yourself to me. I appreciate you. And yes, it feels nice to be missed. I won't lie. I appreciate y'all's encouragement and that that you guys have missed me being here means a lot to me because I've missed you guys too. All right, I really have, and more than you know, seriously. So I'm glad that I'm in a place that I can be back on streaming and making video content. I will be posting a video by tomorrow afternoon or evening. So keep your eyes open. Make sure that you hit the bell icon and set your settings to all for notifications. So stay tuned. You'll see a new video tomorrow, like I said. So hang tight. Hey, Jason Dyer in the house. Oh man, it's always good to see you too. Oh, look here, Lady Luna. All right, Lady Luna. Appreciate you. So much appreciate you. And so many of you are joining my Patreon, and it really does mean a lot. Hey, Chris, what's going on? It has been a long time, prime time. All right. Heck yeah, the stew train. Actually, it made me think of, hey, Ramona, what's up? Good to see you. It has been a while. I know. That's fantastic, though. It's good to see you. And of course, Russell Dorsey, I mentioned, and our good buddy JT over at Horror Talk Live, which I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. Thank you, Sarah, for putting the link here to the Patreon. Once again, I have my Patreon pulled up right now. So anyone that joins or does a super chat through PayPal at Mental Relaxation, I got you, and I will acknowledge you live on the stream. And then finally, looks like the last name I've got, and I think I'm caught up, is JJ. Whoops, sorry, hit the wrong thing. Hey, Jason again. Jason's always singing an original song when he comes in to visit. I love you, Jason. JJ's in the house. Very good. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Let's take a look here. All right. It's time. It's time. It's time. Oh boy. It's time to bring on my very special guest tonight. A good friend of mine. We stream together many times here on the channel and on my buddy Knight's channel, of course. And he has a new channel that we're gonna talk a little bit about tonight. I want you guys to show him all the support and love because you're gonna know who he is. He's no stranger. You're gonna immediately know who it is. And we want to support his new channel. Let's get his subs counts up. Let's help him get started with the bang, get the ball rolling. And you know what? On that note, I'm going to go ahead and bring him on right now. Please welcome the one and only, my good friend, and the creator of some of the most iconic prizes that we've given away on the channel here, along with Eric the Bearded. Now JT's making some amazing stuff. Please welcome JT from Horror Talk Live.
Hey.
What's up? I know, dude. Is it really loud? Like,
let me tell you something. This was Halloween too. He's dead. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there.
Oh, geez. Well, yeah.
It reminds me of Collective Soul. Da 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 da. Oh, you didn't do it now. Yeah, it's like
I know. Dude, if that had worked out to that timing when you did that, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy, man. Okay. All right. So, JT, I was just saying hello to everyone, welcoming everyone. Great turnout. So many amazing friends of the community showing up tonight. And it feels, I was telling them how good it feels to be in that Saturday night spot. It's like going home again, man. This is my spot, man.
Yeah.
And I feel it's just, and that, it just feels like, right, you're like you're back at home base. And Knight says hello as well. That's right. JT in the
buddy.
house. Yeah.
Or
And Night, if you, I know that I know what time it is. So, um, but if for some reason you know something I don't know, you're welcome to join the panel. I'll tell you right live on the air. You can certainly do that Night. But I'm pretty confident you can't tonight. But if you can join. Just say I can join. I'll shoot you a link. We're going to go for about 1 hour, and we're going to call it a night. It's going to keep it short but powerful and fun, and have a good time with everybody. And Kevin Ziegler in the house as well.
Oh, blanket hello to everybody. I see everybody saying, "Hey, JT."
Yeah, everybody's saying hi.
I could
showing
like
some
type
love.
it in the chat, but it's a lot easier to go, "Hey, guys."
I mean, look, why type it when you can literally just
Yeah.
say it, right? You have the opportunity on the mic to say it live. I get you, man. I get you. All right. So, man, it feels good to be back on a Saturday night, and
It does. It feels normal.
it feels so normal, so good in the best way, not normal in like a boring way.
Yeah.
In which I know what you mean. It's like normal in a great, like in a good
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. This is my Saturday night.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, So, hey, real quick, before we start getting lost in all of our scream talk and horror talk, let's make sure we take care of business, guys. Sarah has posted it right here. His inaugural stream was today. So, JT,
It
wow, I
was
tell you,
interesting.
it was, but you know what? It's a first stream, man. We all
Well,
had that.
everything's working out now because I got my laptop. So
Yeah.
before I jumped on, I'm like, nope, I'm switching now.
There you go, man. It was good. So, everyone in the chat, I'm asking you, please, before we get into the scream talk, go just there's 40 people here. Go click this link because I know Night subscribed, but there's like 9 or 10 subscribers. No, 10 or 11 subscribers, right, JT?
Yeah,
Something like that.
I'm at 11. I'm at 11.
At
right now.
11 subscribers. There's 40 people here. Well, that tells me that even if all 11 of his subs were from this group, which I know that's not the case, but if it were, that's 29 new subs he could get right now in this hour.
Yeah.
So literally, it takes 5 seconds to click, subscribe, bell icon, all, and you're done.
And
you're
I
right back-
appreciate it. I would.
Yeah. So JT, tell us, Lauren, I'm going to give you a little bit to talk about the channel because it's brand new. So
Mhm.
while everyone is going right now to subscribing, JT, do me a favor if you can,
Yeah.
pull up your channel and we'll refresh the sub count here in a minute. Let's see how many of your folks are going to step up to the plate and respond and subscribe. But tell them what they're in store for, JT, as a subscriber.
Well,
what's the channel about?
You always want to do something different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I always am. And I can talk horror and all that, just like the other guy. But it's like, what can I really do different? We can talk about horror, but I want like interactive, really, with the chat. And that's you there?
Oh, JT, you're frozen on us. Oh no, you froze on us, JT. You there?
Hang on.
Okay.
Hello, you good?
Yep. Now you're back. You're back.
Okay. So let's go back to StreamYard. All right. So my whole thing is interacting with the chat. So when I used to be late night horror show, I used to do games.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, so I'll do that. So basically that's what it is we're going to talk horror. I'm doing video like games. Like today was Camp Crystal Adventures, where you had to vote in the poll what the outcome is going to be and you had to survive. Right. And when I talk some horror, I will be posting polls. What do you think and all this? We're going to bring back the box office battle, which everybody liked back in the day, where I'd pick a year, and that year I picked the 4 top horror movies, and you would have to guess what the best picture was, what made more money, which now I'm going to do that in the poll. We're going to do that. We're going to bring Wheel of Fortune back. We're going to bring more adventures like the Trying to Survive, like Haddonfield, Elm Street, Woodsboro. We're going to do the Horror Wall, which is a ranking. It's all interactive for the chat. That's all this channel is going to be. And this is what I really, really wanted to do, because you talk about horror, Night talk about horror as good as anybody. So why do I want
Aw,
to talk
thank
about
you.
the same thing? You know what I mean?
Well, I
I
appreciate
mean, we
that,
can
man.
talk about it if there's questions, but it's like
Yeah.
chat, all about the chat. So that's Horror Talk Live in a nutshell, just having a good time. And today was interesting, but
Hey,
we
man.
plowed through and everybody liked it. So
Yeah. It was fun. I was there, guys. I can vouch for that. I was there for the inaugural stream. I know a lot of some others were. Knight was there, and Sarah and Val and some other folks were there.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I saw I saw the glimpse as you're working through some
Mhm.
technical issues, working out ironing out the bugs, which is what you do on your first stream. But I could see all the potential there, JT. Like I could see what you're like, okay, I see where this is. I see where
Yeah.
what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And it's a
the
lot of
tracks are
fun.
laid out, where we're
Yes.
headed. Yeah.
That's right. They are. So guys, please go subscribe. JT, do me a favor, hit refresh. Let's see if the needle's moved off of 11 for you yet.
All right.
Let's see, guys. Come on, guys. Don't let me down, man. Don't embarrass me, guys. Come on. We love JT. He's been an integral part of our community for a long time. And I will never steer you to somewhere that I think is going to waste your time. You're going to love what he's doing on his streams. So this is one you can trust me on, you guys. Trust me. Go subscribe. You will not be sorry.
Where am I? There I am. It's like, where am I at?
Oh no.
We got 20 subscribers. So bonus.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. It
There
felt
you
good.
go.
We had 7 in the chat, which that was more than my
Mhm.
very, very first, stream ever. And like I said, it was fun. It was just the technical difficulties was I'm so used to my powerful laptop. I went to a Mac Mini, which was slow. And the funny thing is, it ran fine last night. Like I had
Yeah.
3 monitors going fine, and the
Right, of
night's like,
course.
nope, ain't gonna do it, bro.
Always. That's how it works when you're going
Yeah.
live. There is no net.
Yeah.
Like you hear me and Knight say all the time. There's no safety net, guys. When we hit that button and we are live, like
Mm-hmm.
if I have a nurse walking in the room, there's no net. You just got to
No.
go with it. Dale says Dale just subscribed.
Thank you,
Boob is one
thank
of
you.
them. Mario's one of them. There we go, guys.
Yeah, so every Saturday at 7:30, unless Craven does an interview that's early, then I'll push mine back. My whole thing is I'm not gonna,
Nice.
mess with his stream. I don't want to mess with that at all. So that's why it's always 7:30 to probably 9, maybe 8:45.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I
too
appreciate
long.
that.
Yeah,
Appreciate
not
that.
too long. Doing a game and all that, and so that it's kind of like a network for you guys. You get me, then you get Steven.
Mhm.
He's like the headliner, so it's like a show.
Oh,
I'm the
gosh,
opener.
JT.
And openers sometimes mess up.
Oh, no. That's funny.
Yeah. That was fun.
Crafty subscribe. Yeah, that's awesome.
It was
It
fun
was
today, and I could tell everybody was having fun in the chat, voting the outcome, because, that's why I do it. That's
Absolutely.
and we're doing
man.
Halloween next, which would probably be a couple weeks, because you don't want to constantly keep doing the same thing because it gets stale.
Yeah, right. That's true. All right. So up to 20 now. That's great, man. Let's keep it going, guys.
Yeah.
What's up, Ellie Samuel? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend as well. All right. Okay, man. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk about kind of resetting Scream 7.
It's
and
been a while
maybe-
since we talked about Scream 7, so
It
we got
has
to refresh.
been. We do, man. It really has been a while. So here's the latest we know, guys, is that Scream 7 begins filming in September. That's the most recent rumor mill. And I don't even think it's a rumor, because even Nev herself, remember, and I did a video on this where she confirmed with Sean Clark, her agent who books her for convention signings.
Mhm.
She told him they're not going to film until the fall. So Nev already called it months ago. And now we know it's not going to be in June because it's mid-July
Yeah.
and they haven't started filming. So it looks like September and October are the 2 months they're going to be filming, and then it'll go into post-production, and we'll probably see it released in March or April. That's the
So you think
current
we'll get
timeline.
the trailer about the same time as like we did Scream 6?
Yep, same thing exactly. I think we'll get that trailer. I'm trying to remember when that trailer dropped for 6. Was it January?
I think so. January,
think it
February.
was
Because I know it
January.
was me, you, Knight, and you had like 200 people in the chat. And then we had
Yes.
to leave. It's like,
You
we
were
had to leave.
live,
We're
bro.
going to Knight's channel now. How about it was like,
Yes.
what the hell?
I know. There was
I just
over.
got here. Well, go there.
That was an amazing morning. And
Yeah.
Knight and I, every now and then, we'll kind of reminisce on that because it was 8 a.m. when the trailer was going to drop. I
Mhm.
was live at even before 8, and over 200 people
Wow.
were in the live stream for the live trailer reaction. It was nuts. We all watched it
was.
together. It was so cool. And then when we streamed there, we went to Knight's channel, like you said,
Yeah.
and then because Knight was not at home and he couldn't, he wasn't able to watch the trailer with us at 8.
Yeah.
So he hadn't seen it. So we went to his channel like at 9 or whatever it was, and we redid the whole thing on his channel. It was such an awesome morning.
Yeah, it was because you wrote me. It's
So-
like, can you join? I'm like, yeah, I get off at 6:30 in the morning. I'll be up.
Yeah,
I think I didn't go to
exactly.
bed till like 2. I was wore out, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
It was, man. All right, I'm refreshing my PayPal. Remember, guys, you can send super chat as we start talking Scream here. And if you have a Scream theory or idea that you want to share and you want to make sure we address it, because it's we won't be able to get to everyone's questions because of time and
Mhm.
volume. It just happens. And so I know you guys know that, but there'll be more streams. This is not the only Scream 7 stream. You guys know that. So, but you have the opportunity to send a super chat in right now at PayPal. If you go to PayPal at Mental Relaxation all together and send in your super chat. And speaking of the super chats, just got one.
I like that
Bronson-
name.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, Mental
Oh, I like that.
Relaxation.
Yeah, I like that name. That's a cool
Me
band
too.
name too.
Would be. Bronson. Hey, Bronson Wright Wolf has just sent in a $2 super chat to support the channel tonight. Thank you, Bronson. And just put your comment in right now in your in YouTube, and I will put it up on the screen and we'll talk about it. So we'll keep an eye out for your next comment, and we'll make sure and get that done. Thank you, Sarah. There it is. That's it. Yep. It's just when it says who do you want to send it to, just put right there at Mental Relaxation, and that'll come right to. That will come right into my my PayPal. So all right, Bronson, send your question in. I'll look for it and we'll get that covered. Thank you, Sarah, for the reminder. All right. Okay. So Scream 7. So we're talking about September, October, which means we're mid-July, JT. We don't have a cast list yet.
I was just thinking that a minute ago. It's
Yeah.
like, when's the cast going to be released?
It's got to be, it's got to be soon. And number one on my cast list, JT, so think about who your number one is. Because we know we have Sydney. Gail's coming. That's just, you can lock that in.
Yeah.
So we have Sydney and Gail, Kevin Williamson directing. That's all we know. I have someone on my number one, and I'm going to ask you for your number one. And everyone in the chat, who is your number one person outside of Sydney and Gail that you want to see in Scream 7? Let me know what it is. Okay. So mine, I'll start us off. Mine is Patrick Dempsey.
That was mine.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe everybody's.
Yeah, it's like that's besides Stu. I'm not counting Stu.
Well, now I'm not counting Stu. Yeah, Stu,
Yeah.
of course, is my number. Like that's like a given. I should
He's
say
like,
after Stu. Yeah, he's over.
Yeah, my number
So-
one's I want to see Mark back.
Yes.
She mentioned him, and in 5. You know, so he's still
yeah.
alive,
That's right.
and they're together.
alive.
So, yeah, that's my
Yep.
number 1 as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, so of course, hey, Jordan Snyder in the house says Stu, absolutely. And we all, for all of us on the Stu train, and me being the conductor of said Stu train, you guys already know how I feel about Stu coming back. And and just as a little side note before we get into Patrick Dempsey, but keep posting your guys. Yeah, Lillard easy, right? Outside of Matthew Lillard, for those on the Stu train, I should have said that. I didn't think about it. Who you want to see? Okay. And speaking of which, JT, much to my surprise, I was on Game Rant looking through articles. Was it yesterday or the day before? Last couple of days. And little did I saw a Stu article there. It's like, can a fan movement bring back Stu? So I start reading the article written by Callum Murray, which shout out to you, Callum Murray. And I get about halfway down the article, and it says, "Who is the leader of the Stu Lives movement?" And there's my picture and my channel
Really?
name. Of yes, Craven Something Scary, named Game Rant, has named me the leader of the Stu is Alive movement. Does a whole paragraph about the channel, and even does a quote. He actually put a quote from me on one of my live streams in the article. And so it's pretty, I was shocked. I was like, are you serious? So if you guys have not been or have not read this article yet, if it hasn't made it around, I'll put a link here in the chat.
Yeah,
And
'cause I'll copy it and I'll read it.
oh yeah, it's a great read. It's a great article. Even with even if I wasn't in it, it was a great article. But that was just like, what? No way. So I guess I have 2 titles, JT. I'm the conductor of the Stu train and the leader of the Stu is Alive movement. I'm honored. Thank you,
You should
Callum.
be honored. I mean,
I'm honored.
dude, that'd be
Yeah.
cool. That's like if I
Wow.
go to I don't know, this is a website, Bloody Disgusting, and they're like, oh, he's the OG of Elm Street. It's the same thing. I'm like, yeah, I've been saying it the whole time. And that, you agree with me. Yeah, but that is cool, dude. Especially, he just
Yeah.
put it out there. He didn't ask. He's like, so,
Oh.
this wasn't a paid thing. You had no idea. So that should tell you something, man. It really should.
Yeah, it really, it floored me. I was very taken back by it and just honored. And I'm like, it's such a cool thing. And so Callum and I we've been messaging each other on Instagram and stuff. And it was really neat. So I'm going to find a link. I don't know, Sarah or my Denisha or Julie, if you have the link you could share for me. I know I can go find it, but I think I sent it out to all the moderators. So if you guys can't find it, I will get it up for everybody. Thank you, Elliot Samuel. I appreciate that. I really do. Means a lot. Does mean a lot.
No, that is
Okay,
cool,
so
dude.
Patrick Dempsey. Thank you,
Yeah.
brother. Thank you, man. Just had to share that because I know I'm actually going to do a video on that article. And I mean, not trying to be self-serving or anything, but it's a great article. It's
Yeah.
a great article about Stu's return. I mean, I'm definitely going to do a video on it. Of course, I got to. But JT, Patrick Dempsey, absolutely. And now here's my question. There's been a lot of speculation. I'm doing another video as well. I haven't done it yet. And where I'm kind of speculating a little bit about, will a legacy character or should a legacy character get killed in the opening? And and that's a kind of another side discussion, but I guess my question to you is, what do you want to see from Mark Kincaid? Do you want to see him survive the entire movie at the end and still be alive? Do you think that they may at some point eliminate him, which is so cruel to Sydney, but eliminate him to raise the stakes? What are you wanting to see?
If he was going to die, I would say have him sacrifice himself almost at the end of the movie. That's the way. Let's say if it is Stu, let's just say it is. And that's how Sydney can get a drop on him. You know, Mark's alive. I think if anybody, it should be her dad. Because I said it before, either Mark's the opening kill or her dad. Either one of those two are going to make her go after whatever Ghostface. Because think about it, she only has her dad now. Her mom's gone. And it would make sense if her dad died, because then you're starting it all over again. If it is Stu,
Right.
the plan was to kill the dad, blame it on him. So he's just going to finish, you know, what they started. But no,
right.
I don't think Mark should be the opening kill. I think, you know, we haven't seen him in years. Let him survive the whole movie. And if
Yeah.
not, let him die at the end, like sacrifice himself. Like Sydney's going to get killed, whatever, and he steps in the way. You know, something like that, heroic. I'll be happy
Yep.
with that.
Same. I'm with you. I don't want him to die, and if he has to die, I don't want it to be until the very end of the movie, and where he does sacrifice himself to save his family.
Mhm.
You know, that's yeah. I mean, that's a way to go, and it's just how Dewey should have gone out in 5.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Stepping in front of a knife to save Gale Weathers.
Yeah. Because you think Mark did it in 3. He got stabbed and he fought him again with Sydney. So there's like a little like tilt to the hat if they did that, but who knows? We don't know. You know, that's why I love this, the speculation. But sometimes we're close. Sometimes we're real close.
Heck yeah. And sometimes we're dead on. Can you say core 4?
I know.
I'm just saying. Dude,
Yeah.
that's like
When you
the
spit
bullseye.
popcorn out of your mouth, like, wait a minute. It's like, I tell my wife's like, that's Steven's thing.
That's
She goes,
awesome,
what?
man.
I said, the core 4. I never heard it anywhere except
No,
Steven. So
That's
it's
right.
like, yeah. And that's why we got
That
the Fearsome
was-
5.
It was the first. That's right, brother. We're gonna unveil that soon too. Rachel, hey, what's up, Rachel? My good friend Rachel. Such a great channel, great person, so much fun to hang out with. Had her on the Movie Bros, my second channel, earlier this week for our Abigail watch party on Thursday night. Rachel, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Sarah, look at here, guys. We're at 57 likes. Look at that, guys. Okay, I think we've got another 40 minutes to stream. I think 75. Let's go. 75. That's less than 20. We can do that. It's 18.
That's easy.
Yeah. 75 is the goal, guys. Let's keep it going. Oh, and thank you guys so much for posting the article here, Sarah and Denisha both. Here it is, guys. Check this out after the stream. I would encourage you to click it now and then just leave the window up. And if you're on your phone, like an Apple phone or iPhone, open up a Safari window and just put that in there and then read it when we're all done and off the air. I highly encourage you. It's a great article. And you'll see me in there. How about that? Who would have thought? What's up, DT? DT Artman in the house. Well, good to see you. Welcome. All right. Make sure everyone, you smash the thumbs up button. And let's see. Let me just check, JT. Has anyone become a patron yet on this stream? Let's take a look. Nope. No new patrons yet. Okay, just checking. I'm not going to, because I always promise you guys I'm going to give you recognition when I'm live streaming. All right. Okay. Check out my super chats. All right. All right. So that's the number one is Patrick Dempsey. Now, oh, there we go. Very nice. Very nice, Sarah. Thank you for putting that all together like that. That's perfect. All right. I'll leave that on the screen for just a little bit. So next up, we're talking about legacy cast members.
Mhm.
All right. So outside of Stu, because we all know everyone on the Stu train, you guys, we all know Stu's our top choice. But we're gonna leave Stu aside for now, and we've already covered Kincaid. Many of you also wanted Patrick back. So let's go to the next one. Do you have anyone else that you would? And you may be like, no, I don't need to see anybody else. But I'm just curious if you do have another one that's from the legacy.
You know, I know it's not really legacy, really, but I like to see probably like maybe Dewey's mom. like how she's doing, like just like a conversation with
Ah,
Gail.
yeah.
You know, that's why we can have something of Dewey instead of just like a picture. You
Mhm.
know, or maybe just actually, Gail's watching like their wedding video, and actually bring David back. Something like that would be cool because if you're going legacy, we got to have something with David and Dewey. So it'd be
Yeah.
nice to see like a vacation. She's watching something, with Dewey, or maybe they have to do the de-aging a lot, but something with with Randy,
Mhm.
them all together before. I don't know.
Mm.
There's a lot of things you can do that I would like to see, but not like a whole movie. It's just like something like, yeah, it's like you got to feel that maybe this is the last one. So let's go all out.
Right.
So let's bring Dewey back, like in a video, something with Randy, like he did an interview after the first one, something, let him have the curiosity that there might be a cult, there might be a cult of this because they're two crazy guys, something, it's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I'm asking it for a lot.
I mean, hey, why not? This is the time we can do it. Let's go
Yeah.
big, man. That's put it out there. Rachel. Oh, Rachel. I love you, Rachel. Is Stu really alive? Yeah.
Yeah, he has to
You know-
be. They're gonna be wasting so much money if they don't do it.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
you got to think money too, folks. We have to think money,
That's right.
because that's what makes these movies. That'd be a missed opportunity, man. And he's doing a lot of films,
That's right.
Friday Night
Crazy.
at Freddy's and the
Five
second
Nights at
one.
Freddy's. It's true.
So it's like,
Yep.
and you had Thanksgiving from Mark. Like the planets are aligned, man. They're there.
Oh,
Are
they're
they
there.
going to capitalize on it? That's the thing.
Sydney's back front and center. I mean,
Mm.
everything is in place. And hey, Bronson, thanks again for your $2 super chat on PayPal, which you guys can send there now and I'll move you ahead of the line. Bronson says, and it says Bronson is not only did not only give us a PayPal super chat, but he's also a patron of the channel and
Alright.
is an extended cut level, which is the second tier. And everyone at the extended cut level or higher has the opportunity to suggest a topic for a video or a live stream at my discretion. And some of those suggestions will be done. And Bronson's suggestion
Hmm.
that's come through was for me to do a video or a stream about my favorite Tim Burton movies.
Hmm.
And so, I mean, a lot of his stuff is not really horror, but some of it is dark. I mean,
It
there's,
tippy toes. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
it's
you're
tippy
putting toe in,
toes.
and
That's
you're
good.
putting the toe in the pool. You're checking the temperature. That's Tim
Yes,
Burton in horror.
absolutely. It is. It totally is. And so, yeah. So Bronson, that's the topic that you suggested. It's a good suggestion, and I would definitely mulling it over and have to think about his movies and categorize which ones
Hmm.
I would consider to be my favorites, right? And yeah. So anyway, it's good. So remember this: if you're currently an extended cut member or higher, you can send me a suggestion through Patreon or through Instagram, and I will put it onto my list of ideas that I will mull over and consider. You can definitely do that. So take advantage of your perk. That's one of your perks. And if you're not a Patreon or extended cut member, you can be right now, JT, can't they? They can be
That's
one
right.
right now.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
super simple. You can
Real
join,
simple.
go to patreon.com/craving something scary, and boom. Pick your
Just
level.
as easy as that.
That's all it is. Yep, done.
And every month it automatically texted out. So you don't have to worry about if you're like, oh,
That's right.
did I get it? Did I pay it? You don't. That's what I like about Patreon. And YouTube does it, but sometimes YouTube's weird.
Yeah, and plus PayPal also Patreon introduced the whole thing now where it's the 5th of each month. Like, so you actually know now, like on the 5th of every month, it'll just be done for you. You don't have to think about it.
And you have a chat. You have a
and I
chat
do.
there, so yeah, people can just You know, if you're a
That's
Patreon,
right.
you can go in the chat, and I'm in there, a few people, and then we all
I
just talk
know.
amongst each other. So it's a chat room full of Cravenites. Not
That's
bad.
right. I
YouTube don't
replied to
have
your
that.
no, it does not. And I replied to your comment earlier today. So I'm telling you, man, it's a cool deal.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
more in there than anything like Patreon, like chats,
Mhm.
other chat patrons. I am. It's like instead of Instagram and everything, because it's like it's the fans. You know,
Mhm.
it's cool. YouTube should do something like that.
That's right. It should. Uh, and not only that, it's for the fans, to your point, but
Mhm.
it's also for the creators because they don't take 30% of your
Yeah,
donations like YouTube. It's a much, so more of what you donate and subscribe and do monthly goes to the creator,
yeah,
which to the
and
channel.
you get to
So,
know the Cravenites more with that chat option. You know, they're
mhm,
really talking to you, not just doing a comment. Then you get the comment, and like, so if they chat, you can instantly talk to them. So it actually works for both. You get to know
mhm,
your community a lot more on Patreon than YouTube.
you do.
They come here and stream, of course, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if
Outside of
maybe a
that,
night that they can't join your stream, they can
right?
send a chat, or whatever through the chat and the Patreon,
Yeah.
and so it's like I like to see Patreon do a streaming service. If they do, I'm probably
Mhm.
gonna I'm going over
Mm.
there.
Be something to
Because then you
test the
have
waters
everything:
in.
the
I know.
Patreon, the members, the
I know,
chat,
brother.
everything, and you can post all your
Oh,
pictures
we lost
there.
JT, but what a great face. Look at that smile. That's if you're gonna get frozen on a live stream, that's the kind of image you want it to be. That is it. There you go, JT. Now
Well, the
you look.
funny thing is, you was frozen on my end, so he was
Oh,
like,
that's funny. Your image was great. You had this great smile. It was like, oh, that's perfect.
"So
Um,
screen 7."
Now I do have some comments that are questions that have been asked
All right,
that I'm going to start going back to right now,
all right.
and then the only thing that will move me off that list will be super chats. Okay, so we got 30 minutes left, so we're starting to get that time crunch period. So I'm going to start hitting some of these with along with JT. I'm going to start hitting some of these questions, and if basically want to make sure yours gets answered, if you have something starting now, I would highly recommend the super chat because 11 questions in 30 minutes is a lot,
Mm,
especially as we start talking. It'll go
yeah,
by really fast.
real quick. Yeah.
But hey, I will say this, though, JT. Uh, I'm going to play a super chat clip for Bronson and Rachel. You know, you've inspired me, Rachel, here because I know you're fun. You're fun. Devil's advocate, like stirring things up, and I love that because I know the place you're coming from. Uh, and you had a comment here. Darn it, where did it go? Hey, Board Now is in the house. What's up, Board Now? Hang on. Oh, here. This comment, JT, it just got me. It just sparked me with inspiration. And so so Bronson, this is not only for you, but this is for our good friend Rachel. And well, I could literally explain what it is, but I think it's a lot more powerful when Matthew Lillard says it for himself. Here we go, guys. All right.
Dude, he gives a hint, man. Like when he goes, he's not in 5, but when they bring him back, because that's what horror, when they do, him
Uh-huh.
leaning into the camera, it's like he's kind of hinting. He's like, there've been talks,
I
you know.
know, man. It's
So
like, dude, and he's all for it. He's ready to go. He is ready to
yeah.
go.
Well, we
And
got an illusion of Billy. Why can't we just have a real life stew? You know what I
I
mean?
know,
It's
running the
like
stew cold, man. I mean, let's go. Wow,
I think
Sarah.
majority of
Go ahead.
people like Stu more than Billy, so it's like you brung the wrong
Yeah.
one back. It's like that's always said. It's like maybe Stu should have been the dad. Then 5 would have been a lot better.
Oh yeah, and he would have actually shown up in person.
Yeah,
I got him actually there. Like, hey, oh my gosh, this thing of the rabbit trails you could have done there
mm,
with him being alive. Uh, oh, look, anything's possible. And all I'm going to say is this: if Kevin Williamson does not get this right, and after all the clues, I know he wasn't directly involved with 6 as much and 5, but he did consult. And if all those breadcrumbs and clues, JT, that you can see in 5 and 6, I mean, Scream 5 literally starts with the biggest clue, in my opinion, of the movie, one of them, if not the biggest, the phone call with Tara. The
Yeah.
movie literally starts, and if you really read the dialogue, listen to it, focus on what's being said, it points to someone
That is
older,
older. Yeah, that is
not in
older.
this
Yeah.
generation. They don't know what elevated horror is.
Yeah.
And then whenever she forgets about Stu Macher, his tone is like, wrong, wrong. There were 2 killers in the original stab, Billy and Stu Macher. It's like, how friggin' dare you? You know? And so,
Well,
anyway,
that's
yeah.
what's scary because Kevin Williams directing, but
Mhm.
we got to say it. We have to say we don't want to, right? But I'll say it. If he's not in this one, then and they say he's dead and he's directing it, then I think, even though we don't want to hear it, that'd probably be the final nail in the coffin that he is dead. If he don't put him in here and he says something, unless he does a
I don't
complete
know, JT.
180, and then it's like, oh, gotcha. But
Mhm.
that's the scary thing. If he's not in it and they say he's dead, is he dead because of Kevin Williamson? So it's like, man, we're frozen. We're frozen. Hello? Hello?
Technology.
Supposed to be so great.
Challenge. I don't know if you guys
Supposed to
can
be
hear
so
me or
great.
not. Oh, there we go.
I was frozen. You was frozen.
I was just saying to myself,
He's frozen like this.
technology.
It's like he's
Oh,
like,
no.
I'm taking my headphones off because I ain't listening to this shit. It's like that's how he was
Yeah.
frozen.
Bye, JT. Oops.
Yeah, nice knowing you. I'm not frozen. He kicked me.
Oh my gosh. I mean, technology. That's what I'm talking about. There's no
Yeah.
net, guys. There's no net with
Supposed to
this
be
stuff.
so great.
Yeah, I know. Hey, another super chat just came in. All right, Jordan.
All right.
Hey, Jordan, thank you for the $5 super chat on PayPal. Appreciate you, Jordan. You're awesome. Thanks for supporting the channel. It really means more than you know. And so, Jordan, put your comment and your next comment in the chat. And once I see it pop up, I will get to your super chat and move you ahead of everybody else. Boop Cap's got to head out and go to work for in the morning. Well, Boop, thank you for being here. It was great to see you. And I plan to be back again streaming with you guys Monday night, most likely. And you know what? You just never know when an impromptu stream can happen. So stay tuned. But
Yeah,
thanks for
especially if it's
being here.
big news.
Oh, yeah.
If it's big news,
exactly.
it's like, people are going to call you. I'll call you. Text you. It's like, did you see this?
Yeah. Did you see this? See this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I appreciate that, by the way. Hey, Paradise Edits. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. All right. And let's see here. All right. So, Jordan, don't forget to send your question in and we'll get you to the front of the line. And Mario Moore is here. Hey, Mario. And if Jordan, if you didn't have a comment, you just want to support the channel, thank you. Appreciate that. Either way, much appreciated. Okay. Now, here's an idea that I'm going to get to that just popped up. Yeah, Boop, definitely. I'll look for you. Appreciate it. Now, here's an idea that actually I've talked about before, but it's been a long time. It was on, I think it was on a Lethal Collective show way back. But Chris says, what if there's a double twist? Stu returns, but he dies as the first kill, and the cult tries to avenge him. All right. two things. Number one,
You closed your eyes on that one.
I had to like get my thoughts together. I'm like, okay. Couple and look here, as far as concepts go, I will say this. Like the whole idea of a leader,
Hmm.
being taken down of a cult and his followers and devotees going to avenge him, I think is not a bad that's a pretty good concept in general.
Hmm.
The only problem I have is it's Stu Macher. You just can't. If they bring Stu back, JT, and he
Yeah.
dies in the first 12 minutes,
I'll be mad.
I quite possibly will walk out of the theater.
Yeah, it's like I'm done.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's possible.
I'll wait till streaming.
Yep, I'll finish it when it comes on streaming. Exactly.
Wow. The only way that would happen if it has to be a scheduling conflict between, the movie and Matt. Really, honestly, because
Yeah.
like, would he sign up for that? I mean,
I don't-
unless they pay
I
him a
don't-
lot of money, but I don't
Yeah.
know, man. It's a good idea. We wouldn't see it coming. You never see a
No.
Ghostface get killed
No.
ever at the beginning of it. So yeah, but not Stu. Maybe another killer. Maybe
Yeah.
Leslie.
Exactly.
His sister together.
Yes.
And
yes.
he's like, okay, I'm coming out of hiding. 'Cause this ain't I lost my nephew,
Yeah.
which supposed to be off limits. Now I lost my sister. Now, big bad wolf's coming. No.
Right.
I don't want Stu to die at the beginning. Bring Billy back and kill him at the beginning. He's like, surprise, that was my twin brother, Bobby. So
I mean, any of that I would take. I'm with you, dude. Like Leslie, I never seen her, never met her. I don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
If she dies, then okay. Stu's still running the cult or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it's a good concept, but just not for Stu Macher, in my
No.
opinion.
the only way would save that, which is, I know it could be impossible, but not really with today's age and
Yeah.
everything, that Randy's still alive and he's the leader of the cult. Like he's been in it from the
Oh.
get-go.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can fake they fake deaths twice in this franchise. So
Yes, it's true.
yeah, so that's the only way it would save it.
Yeah, that would, yeah. Then you have, I don't know, man.
Because he always loved Sydney. He
Oh, yeah.
always had a thing for her.
Always.
So
always did. It's just, but then I would be like, okay, I love Randy,
but now he's a bad
but
guy.
and yeah, he's a bad guy, and you chose to bring Randy over Stu.
Yeah.
I like why? Like I get. I mean, I'd be like, well, if you're gonna bring Randy, just for gosh sakes, bring it Stu back.
Mm.
It's the same because they're both assumed dead by many people.
Yeah.
I don't think Stu is dead. But
No. I'm just saying we could say that Randy's dead because we seen it, but because you see something
Yes.
doesn't mean it ain't makeup. Like I said, past two films,
that's right.
even Billy faked his death, getting stabbed.
Mhm.
Then Quinn did
Did.
it. So
Roman's done it,
Roman's done it. Yeah. So there's three. So
and Quinn, if you
Yeah,
want to
so-
count Quinn and
so
six,
the- yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be done. You have to
Mhm.
write it, and I think Kevin Williams could write it to make it believable.
yeah.
But yeah,
I just
I'm
think
with
it
you.
would
No
be
Stu
Stu-
dying. Yeah.
I think Stu Nation would revolt.
No, there would
Stu
be
Nation would
backlash.
revolt.
There would
Yeah.
be a backlash.
Oh my gosh, it would be like
Now,
what
if you
are
did like
doing?
Chad or one of them that he was a killer, okay, I'm fine with that. One part of the core four, because I forgot Mindy. She could be. You can say she could be, or
Oh man,
you can have the blonde. What's her name? It always slips.
you're not
In 4, and then she gets stabbed. In 5, she
talking about
comes back.
Jill? Kirby. You're talking about Kirby.
Kirby. She can
Yeah,
be
yeah,
one
yeah.
because, she got damaged and scarred. And then she could get killed at the beginning. So she would know Stu's alive because she's FBI. So that would kind of put it like, okay.
That's
But
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
If you want to
man.
make people mad, kill Stu. Right at the
Yeah.
opening. So I mean, you'll have the money, but as soon as that hits, the
The
reviews
word
hit about
spreads.
that, it's done.
Yep.
No one's going to go watch it. They'll wait till
No.
streaming.
Yeah, and especially at the fan level, critics may be one thing, but when the fan level hits in the
Yeah.
community, you know, it's good. It would have a big influence, I think, too. All right, so let's see here.
Good
Let's get
concept,
to-
though. Good
It is a good
concept.
concept. Yeah,
Just
it
not
really
Stu.
is.
Anybody else?
Yep. Let's see. Now here's, you know, speaking of Stu, Brandon had a great question,
Mhm.
and it's one that I've pondered back and forth many times, and it's that will they reveal still that Stu, like Matthew Lillard, is coming back in marketing, or do they save it as a surprise reveal? Now, I have an opinion on this, but JT, I'll let you go first this time. Do you think they would market it or keep it secret?
I can go either way. It'd be kind of, I want that surprise factor because when he's alive, like I said, when it comes out, everybody's going to know. You know,
Yep.
you know, somebody's going to say it blue, and they might say it, we're going to know, right? But
Mhm.
I think Sydney's going to sell the picture, so you really don't need to announce Stu.
Mhm.
Make that if there's going to be an 8, make him be at the end. Like if we're going to do a part 1, part 2, I think that if you're going to do the surprise, that's the surprise. That's the cliffhanger. You know,
Mhm.
we see the laptop closing, the camera spins around, and we see Stu's face. And like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, I'm involved in 8 now. It's like Stu's back, you know. So that's how I'd like to see it. Something like that. He comes at the end, and then all right, part 2 or 8, we're getting into it.
Yes. Okay. So you're thinking of like almost having like a cliffhanger type
Mhm. Yeah.
ending for
Yeah,
7.
make it big, and then
Mhm.
boom, give it just like, because I want my mouth to be like, and then end credits. That's what I'm like. Oh my god! I even if it's 10 seconds, I see him, but I know he's alive. He's in
Yeah. Yeah.
it. We was right. Now stuff, it's gonna go down now. Stuff's
Right.
gonna go down because now we know he's back. So then we can really get excited for the 8th film. See, instead of
Yes.
just having him in 7 and just all right, now he's dead. It's like, okay, well, next, no. Have him, we see him in 7, then now he's going to be in 8. Now our gears are going like, okay, what's going to happen?
What's
Is
going to
Sydney
happen?
going after him? Like who
Right.
he's going to go after? This is like 26, 27 years in the making that he's been working on this. See, I'm already excited. I'm almost getting goosebumps.
I hear it, dude. I feel the passion.
So
in
yeah,
your
that's what I
voice,
want.
man. That's awesome. And nothing wrong with that, man. The only caveat I would say is
Hmm.
if they do that type of ending,
Mhm.
they have to be guaranteed contract to do Scream 8.
Yeah,
Like,
True.
remember how 5 and 6
Yeah.
had Jenna Ortega and Melissa already locked in for a 2
yeah, for 5 and 6, yeah.
That's the only way. If we knew that it was a done deal for 8, for like
Yeah.
100%, then I'm all for that type of ending, JT.
Good
I think
point.
it would be, yeah.
Good point. Didn't
If
think
they-
about that. Yeah,
That's the only thing, because you know how this stuff works, man.
yeah.
You never know what Gary Barber's going to do. We already got a bad track record.
He killed your laptop, so
Killed my laptop. He murdered my laptop, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
now.
yeah, and that's what I say. The whole Melissa and all them's like they was only scheduled for 2 films, not really
That's
the
it.
7th one.
They
So
were not. Nope, they weren't under contract.
yeah,
You
until
know, that's-
if we find out later that there is a contract for
Mhm.
2 films, then we can really get excited. But
really get excited. Yeah.
it's like, oh, what are they gonna do?
That's a great question,
Yeah.
Brandon. That was good. Really appreciate it. Let's see. I had some other questions here. Let me make sure I'm not missing any new super chats. Okay, looks like we're current. Okay, great. All right. Let's see. Let me go through this list. I'd saved some back. So good to have Sydney back for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what to me can save it. When she came back, you can always do something new, but do you do you take that chance? Like new people. I mean, I know a lot of people want like a new cast, but we got to get involved with these people. We got to get to know them, and it's kind of hard to do that in one film. You know what I mean?
It is, man. I mean, look at Five. I mean, Five
Yeah.
had terrible. There was no character development whatsoever.
No.
I didn't care or know. I mean, other than Melissa, Sam Carpenter and Jen and Tara.
Yeah.
Those were the only ones that had a little bit. Richie had a tiny bit.
Yeah. So did Mindy. Mindy had a little bit. She trying to. Mindy is like she was trying to be Randy, and she started to have an arc, and then they just killed it in 6.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, that's speaking of which, glad you brought up Mindy because Boop has a good question that I think is fun to think about. What will happen now to the core 4 without Melissa Barrera and Jenna? So basically, just the Meeks twins. Do we think? And this is what I want to get your opinion on in the chat too. Leave comments in the chat. What do you think about the idea of the Meeks twins? Are they completely ignored in 7, or do you think they try to sew together the threads of the last 2 movies, and they do have them in the movie for some period of time, or might they be the opening kill?
That's 7? The direction I would lean. Like so. Yeah. There's 2 ways you can do it. If you bring back Kirby, let's just say she's Kirby, she's FBI, she could say they're in witness protective. Whatever. They want to be safe because what happened to Randy and the mother could be part of it. It's like, no, I want to make sure they're safe. Or you just kill them. That's the opening kill in Woodsboro because Stu's trying to, or whoever, but I'm going to say Stu.
Yep.
He's trying to find Sydney. Mm-hmm. So he killed them 2. Then he goes after Kirby because Kirby would know. And it's like, oh, she's in Seattle. Well, pack my bags. We're going to Seattle. So I mean, you can. It'd be rude to ignore them, but if this is back to legacy, at least mention them of some way, just a little bit respect.
Yeah,
because they did too. I mean, it's character, and people do like those characters, or you kill them. Either way, it's like that's. They're witness protective or their opening kill, and it's still a payday for them. So,
oh yeah, exactly. They'll get some coin off of that, and and if the thing about them being an opening kill is if they do an opening kill of the Meeks twins, or I'll rephrase that: if they kill the Meeks twins, period, they're essentially shutting the door on the Carpenter storyline permanently, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, and you know what I'm saying? Like, now it doesn't have to be permanent. You could bring back, Sam by herself, but I'm just thinking, like, if they have any idea of trying to get Melissa back in the future, they might incorporate the Meeks twins in some kind of a little supporting role here or there, but I think if they get rid of them, they basically said we're not revisiting the Carpenters.
For me, that arc was closed anyway after 6. 6. They walked off and not really the sunset, but they beat them. She didn't cave into the pressure of being a murderer. But if they did bring them back, I would say kill the Meeks twins and Chad and Tara's wedding. Let's go real personal.
Oh, man.
Because I think that's what Stu would do. He would do really personal. It's like, I'd kill you at your own wedding.
Dude, that's so wow. Because remember, I told you the theory I had about that. The reason why Sydney is there is because there was this wedding, and of course at that time it was going to be Tara and Chad.
Yeah. And then you can kill Tara if you can't book her. It would be off screen. I know that's kind of bad, but that would bring Sam back. I think you would have to do something really with Tara to bring her back with Sydney.
Yeah.
You have to do some personal, because they don't care about the mother. So you can't say that, because if they killed my mom, but you don't care about your mom, you left.
I mean, she
didn't care about Tara. So,
No, she didn't even leave her work conference.
so
See her
it's like,
stabbed daughter in the hospital. Uh,
unless
yeah,
she's in critical, and then she pulls out at the end, I think, Tara, Chad, and Mindy at the wedding, that's it. And
Yeah.
or a ghost face, but the
Right.
ghost face winds up getting killed by Sam, which reveals, okay, wait, what? And then she goes back to Sydney. So look, we can bring that other one, like a ghost face getting killed, but not Stu, just a ghost face. Kills
Uh-huh.
them three. He dies at the beginning, and Sam knows, well, I know this dude. And then she goes back to Woodsboro. She gets with Kirby to find Sydney. And then, see, there you go. Just wrote it for y'all.
Well, I mean, now granted, that's probably Scream 9.
Yeah,
I mean,
10.
10.
you gotta set the tracks. You can't just go, here we go.
Right. See you later. Bored now is heading out. Thanks for being here with us. We appreciate it. See you next time. Yeah, I think for me, I want this new movie to be about Sydney
Mhm.
and Mark,
Mhm.
and hopefully the showdown with Stu finally.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, will I be like mad if the Meeks twins are in it or no?
No,
But I just don't
no.
think you need to though.
Yeah.
I don't personally think I like to say, unless like you're saying, laying tracks, unless they're having a longer game in mind where they're going to
Mhm.
try to get Melissa back. They want to leave that door open. You could have them in there. And if they do bring the Meeks twins, that does keep continuity with the timeline.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
don't have a Halloween issue.
Yeah. I think they'll
Right?
probably mention them if they're not going to be in it, and
Yeah.
they could be in like an interview, like after 6, they're doing a TV show with Gwen or somebody
Mhm.
talking about, you went through these 2 attacks. Where are you at right now? And that's it. Sid might be watching, or it might be on TV in the kitchen while Sydney's making lunch for the kids. That
Yeah,
would be good.
exactly.
'Cause they're at least in the the timeline. We know that they're not completely ignoring 5 or 6, or at least 6.
At least 6, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to go for about 5 more minutes. Last call. Burning questions, send your super chats through PayPal at Mental Relaxation. I can promise you any super chat question will be addressed before the stream ends. I'm not going to end without addressing it. So just keep that in mind. It's an option. All right. You have the option to do so. All right. Let's see. We're getting a lot of great questions that we're not going to be able to get to all these, JT.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's just, we
I
could go
seen
another
one that
hour.
DJ put.
Yeah. Let me see. There's, and again, guys, I know you guys understand.
Hmm.
We've been streaming an hour and a half already, so we're, it's not possible to get to everybody's questions, and as much as I wish that we could on every stream, JT,
Yeah.
it'd have to be 4-hour streams, and even then, you never know because these questions keep coming in, which is
Yeah.
great, and I love that. But having said that, I'm going to pick out a couple, just maybe 2 more
Mhm.
questions real quick, and we'll address those. Now, Paradise sent this in a little while ago, and I had flagged it because I thought it was a fun one. Paradise says, Craven GT, if you had to bring back one Ghostface besides Stu, who would it be? And I'm going to assume here
Hmm.
that doesn't matter that most of the ghost faces are confirmed dead, not like Stu.
Yeah.
But just for fun, it's in Fantasyland. All of them are alive, right? So let's
Mhm.
do that. So JT, tell me which one? Only one. Oh my gosh, that's hard.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer this, but I'm gonna say Stu's partner, because there's usually 2.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say partner. Who would I
Okay.
like to see Stu partner up with? Now you would think, because I like Roman a lot because he's very smart.
Yeah, he is.
But we're gonna go wild. I'm gonna have to say Mickey. Stu and Mickey together, I think, would cause damage.
Yep, that's a good one.
So I'm gonna say Mickey, because he's my second favorite. Well, besides Stu. Stu's up here, then
Mhm.
Roman, and then he goes Mickey. So I'm bumping Mickey over Roman. You're welcome, Mickey, because you're crazy. And they almost kind of similar with the crazy attitude, and I think they would mingle well. Roman, I would think, trying to push over Stu, and Stu be like, "No, dude, I started this. Technically, me and Billy, you helped, but it's Billy, me, and you ain't talking to me like that."
Okay.
Yeah.
But Mickey and Stu. Oh, wow. That's a good
Yeah.
combo.
Because he helped with Billy's mom, so there's the little background, So he was with a Loomis, so
It's true. Well, you know what, man? I'm gonna have to go with, and people are probably gonna say, "Why is you maybe shocked we're not picking Billy?" That's too easy. I don't want to pick Billy.
yeah.
I really don't, because I think for me now, this is gonna be my third favorite Ghostface killer,
Hmm.
and it would be Jill Roberts.
That'd be a good
To
mix up.
work with him and her and Stu
She's
together.
diabolical, man.
Oh,
So,
she
yeah.
is.
That would be a good mix up.
She's not afraid to eliminate anyone, even a parent. In
Yeah.
4.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. So, yeah, that would be good.
It could be pretty cool. And I have to say, after, like my honorable mentions
Mhm.
were Mickey and Roman. Those
Yeah.
are my honorable mentions. It was hard, but I just think Jill is the most, arguably, in my opinion, the most flat out insane of all of the Ghostface killers. We've never seen any of them mutilate themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, think about it. Any other time we saw anything like that,
It was the first
it
one.
was the first one,
Yeah.
and that was but it was Billy stabbing Stu.
And Stu stabbed Billy. Yeah.
Billy. They
When
didn't do
you inflict
themselves.
damage on yourself, you have to have a screw
Yeah.
loose.
Seriously, like,
There's-
for any person to like take a buck 120, place it here,
Yeah.
and run into a wall, bro. Oh my gosh, that is, to me, that's like next level
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But they're all good answers, though. I mean, Mickey's great. Roman would be great.
Debbie
trying to
Salt
think.
would be great.
I
with
mean,
Stu.
honestly, she would.
It's like she would treat him like a mom. You'd have that
Exactly.
mom figure. It's like, listen, baby, you got blood on here. You can't be doing that now.
That's right.
No, let's go cut their throats. Come on, I'll pack you a lunch. So it'd be kind of weird, but there's a short idea right there.
There it is. Hey, Sister Pam in the house. Sister Pam, what's going
Hey.
on? Sister Pam's got a great channel. I've had her on the channel here once on a live stream. When Sister Pam, we need to collaborate again. It's been a long time. But Sister Pam joining the stream. Thank you for popping in. She says, if not Stu, right? I'm with you. It would be back Jill. See, there you go. We're on the same page, Sister Pam. We are together on that idea. I just think it would be amazing to see what would happen. But then again, it would be amazing to see him and Mickey. Like, if I sit here and think about scenarios, they're all amazing.
Yeah.
Roman and Stu, like Roman saying, let's
Roman
go.
And Jill, because
Jill?
there's two smart individuals right there.
Very good masterminds.
Yeah, so that would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, Sister Pam, well, let's arrange something soon. I agree. Let's do that. If you guys haven't subscribed to Sister Pam, that's the name of her channel. You'll see her. She's got a great screen content. And I appreciate you being here. Look forward to our next collab. Jordan says, Sister Pam and Craven is a collab I need. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that very much. All right. Let's see. Let's do one more. You up for one more, JT?
Brother, I'm here as long as you want.
Okay. Well, all right. Then let's do.
It is up to you.
Here. Yeah, I can go a little bit longer. Let's see. Paula has a question for us. She submitted a little while ago. Says, if you were writing the Scream 7 script, other than Stu, okay,
Mm.
what changes would you make? Well, I think what she means is since we don't know what changes, like we haven't seen the script to make changes, but I think what she's meaning is what would we do differently, right? Like what would we, I guess, what would we do with Scream 7s? Do you have any ideas what you'd like to see if you were to have a writing credit on this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my writing credit is we would start almost beginning. You know, I think Sydney's dad should be the opening kill. That would bring back the memories of her mom. You
Yep.
know, you got to
Yep.
bring Mark back. You know, and the kids. You don't have to do like a fast forward. They can still stay young. Let's stay
Yeah.
close, like 2 or 3 years from 6. Let's keep it that way. It makes sense. Because if you're like, oh, they're teenagers now you're thinking, oh, which one's a Ghostface? Which one did, you know, they get a hold
Right.
of and change? And I don't want that. That's further. That could be shows. That could be a TV show. Like, oh, you know, Prescott's a kill. You know, they get what they want. A Prescott is a Ghostface. No. Mark sacrifices himself, you know, for Sydney or Gail. Because you kind of got to bring Gail and Sydney a little bit closer because it feels like they're really not that close.
Yeah.
So, like, he would do, you know, Gail or whatever, and then have Stu. My whole deal is cliffhanger. We start at 8, but if not, if we're going to kill Stu, I think this should be the last one, and we start fresh because then
No more
the story's
Prescott.
over. Yeah, the story's over. She got Stu, you know, Billy. It's over. It's done. Will it happen? I don't know, but we'll see. That's what I want. When I
Okay.
wrote the script.
Yeah, man. Not bad at all. Yeah, for me, I would say Mark Kincaid survives the movie,
Mhm.
and all of us are waiting for that moment when he's going to get killed.
Yeah.
And we expect it to happen, right? But he makes it. So I would say, because again, it's like if I'm writing it, I'm going to say that Kincaid survives. I say the opening kill is either Kirby Reed
Mhm.
or it is the Meeks twins.
Mhm.
I would probably do that if I'm gonna. I would probably have one of them be the opening kill, because you know it just gets the stakes up right from
Yeah.
the beginning, right from the very beginning. Just like Scream 1, when we lose Drew Barrymore,
Mhm.
well, the stakes went through the roof at that point. You're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
anyone can die, you know, and that's how that movie felt. And I think that they tried the Radio Silence, and well, it's more Guy Busick and Jerry and James Vanderbilt tried to do that in 5 by killing Dewey.
It's stupid.
Blasphemy.
It was
Should not have
dumb.
killed him. It
Yeah.
was.
There were so
So-
many people in 5 that you could, you know, and let him.
Yeah.
You could got him
Right?
stabbed because we're used to him getting stabbed.
We're used to that. And like I say, you know, yeah, they decided to do that, and then they raised the stakes only for Scream 6 to come along,
Mhm.
and they take the stakes down, and no one dies.
Yeah.
Everybody
makes-
lives. And you know, I really do start to wonder about that. Like, I think that part of the reason I'm wondering that they wanted to have everyone live, JT,
Mhm.
was because they knew they weren't coming back for 7.
Yeah.
And they said, you know what, we're going to give a happy ending for everybody.
That makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah, I really do. I've been thinking about that lately. And
Dude, you know it'd be cool for 7?
what's that?
So we kind of get a little feel for 1. So when Mark gets stabbed, he pulls the mask off the ghost face, but you just like Drew, you don't see it. And that can bring Stu back because when he's out of critical, he tells Sydney it was Stu Mocker who attacked me. Then there's an 8. So you have that Drew Barrymore because you know what happened there. She pulled him, but you didn't get to see, but she died. Mark survives and tells Sydney it's Stu Mocker. I know who I saw. And
Dude, okay, I'm gonna steal this because this gave me like chill bumps because think about this scenario, which is very similar to what you just said.
Mhm.
Sydney gets attacked at the end, and it looks like and kind of like what you said with
Mhm.
POV,
Yeah.
she's getting attacked, kind of like Stu. Yes, I said it. Stu attacked Gail in the apartment of 6.
Yeah.
I think that was him. But point is this: so she reaches up, just like Casey did. We see her start to pull the mask. The camera cuts, and then she says, "It can't be.
Mm.
This is impossible." And dude, the tension that
Mm.
we would be on the edge of our seats, dude.
Who is it?
Like, what was it? And then, to your point,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like there's a noise, like the cop cars pull up,
Yeah.
and whoever this ghost face is runs away, and then Mark Kincaid and the Calgary run in, and they're like, "Who did this to you?"
And she tells Stu, yeah.
And that's
Oh,
when she looks at the camera.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about
Yeah.
it for the goosebumps. She said, "It was Stu Macher." Bam! And
and then
that's
end
it.
credits, yeah. Then she
End
would definitely, and
credits.
then you can have on 8 the first time ever she's going after a ghost face
Yeah.
because she knows this is not going to end because Stu's alive. Oh, there you go,
Oh my
Hollywood.
gosh, there it is. That's it. Just send us our royalties and commissions. Just put it in
Yeah.
the mail.
Just sponsor
That's
me.
Sponsor the channel. Yeah,
Sponsor the
our
channel. Let us play the first official trailer. I'm happy.
channel. Hey, look who's here. Extron. Dude, it's
Hey.
been forever.
Yeah.
Bro, good to see you back in the chat, man. Nice. I'm glad you're here. We're actually are going to go, well, let me do something here for just a second. We're going to go a little bit longer. I was going to stop at 10, but we'll go to 10:30. That's 15 more minutes. Gives everybody another chance to get questions in.
Yeah.
Don't forget, super chat questions move. Where do they move to, JT?
Front of the line, baby.
Front of the line. So don't forget to send those in through PayPal. And Sarah, thank you for continuing to post the links to the PayPal so that people can send in super chats right there at Mental Relaxation. All right. Hey, Fear the Phantom is here also. Good to see you. Okay. All righty. Just making sure. iClout Kid is here. Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Welcome to the channel. That's right. Don't forget, you can be a patron just like my buddy JT right
Mhm.
here on the panel is a patron, and you can do the same and get some amazing perks. And it's all new. I completely revitalized and rechanged it from the ground up. New perks. Sometimes you'll see the perks and you'll just go. And so there we go. See, there we go. That we're finally worked. I got to rinse the replay.
We finally got one time.
Finally.
Yeah.
See, start talking about being a Patreon member, and it gets everybody in the building stirred up. They're all like, "Yeah, let's go."
Right now, Craven's like, I can't wait to be home.
Yeah, that understatement of the night, my friend. Oh my gosh,
Brother, you are more patient because I'd already go off if I was like I was there. I'm like, dude, put a sock in his mouth, throw him in a hot car or something. I can't deal with this anymore.
I know, it's awful. But you know what? It is temporary, even though it feels like it's permanent. as
Good
long as I've
thing it
been
ain't the quiet place. You're good.
Oh,
He's
dude,
not.
yeah, we'd all be dead because of that. But anyway, let's see. And JT, by the way, guys, remember JT has a new channel, Horror Talk Live. Be sure you guys go click and subscribe, and let's get his sub counts up. Let's support him. He's a valuable, amazing person, and he's great for our community. A contributor on all levels. He makes prizes that Knight and I both give away on our fests and whatever raffles. So guys, let's show him our appreciation by subscribing. Just subscribe and hit the bell icon, and then go watch the content. Live streaming on Saturdays. You're gonna love it. JT, what's your current count, man?
23.
Oh,
20. Yeah, 20. So thank you everybody who subscribed.
Nice.
Like I said, we had a debut, and I put timelines in it, so you don't really have to listen to the horror talk. You can go straight to the Camp Crystal Lake Adventure, the little game that I made.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start
Very
doing that
fun.
on the new channel. Do timelines.
Yeah.
That's why people's just like, okay,
I loved it. I loved it, man. I can't wait for next week, honestly.
yeah. Box office battle. That's gonna be fun. That's
It
gonna be fun.
is.
And the
Look at
thing
here.
is,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna have it that whoever gets 10 points first, right? So if everybody guesses right, they win. If they guess wrong, I win a point. And then what
Ooh.
is going to happen is at 10 points, everybody gets to pick a movie. We'll put it in the spin wheel. We'll spin it, and that's going to be the watch party.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All
so
right. I
if
like
I
that.
win, I get to pick the movie, and that's it. But
get
if
to
they
pick.
win, and what we'll do, like if it's a lot of, say 9 people, we'll spin it 4 times, right? And then that's what I meant to say. And then out of the 4,
Yeah.
I'll put it in a poll, and then they can vote out of the 4 what they want to watch. So like I said, it's all about the chat, baby. It's all about the chat.
Nice.
I'm just a guy that says go live. I mean, that's all I'm gonna do. It's all about the chat.
Oh, JT. Well, I'm excited about next week for sure. And today was a lot of fun. So
Mm.
I like where you're heading, man. Heading in a good
Thank you,
direction.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited about this, and the reason why, because the first channel we had, even though it's Elm Street Studios, me and Zero, we got a partner together. This is all me. You know what I mean? This is just me doing it. So it's kind of like a goal. Do I want partner? Doesn't matter, but if I get it, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not really striving for it, but it's like, how far can I go with just me and the games and everything? It's really a challenge because I don't really have a lot of challenges because I don't ask for much. You know what I mean? It's like
I know.
painting and printing and all that. That's not a challenge, but it's like, you know what? Let's get a community going. Let's get games. And the challenge is everybody have fun. Can the games be so much fun that everybody enjoys? I think that's the challenge for me.
You'll figure it out. I know that. And I'll be there along the journey for the ride, brother. So, and speaking of like being along for the ride, JT, we got 69 likes already.
We're almost there.
We're almost to 75. Oh my gosh, guys. If you're here, you're just popping in, and you have
Hit
not
that
hit the
like.
thumbs up. Yeah, hit that like. That's right. Thank you so much. It really helps the stream. And when it goes into replay mode as well, it will help it get a further reach in YouTube.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
we're at 73.
See, look at that.
Dude.
Oh, I thought I clicked like. So now we got 74. I didn't.
Hey, JT.
Oh, because I'm on the Elm Street Studio. That's why. It's like I did it on the Horror Talk Live.
That's
Okay.
right. 74 likes, guys. That's
We just need one more.
just one more before we go off in 10 minutes. All right. So many great questions, you guys. We're not going to be able to get to everybody. Let me just check my super chats because super chats go to the front of the line, and I got to keep my promise.
Mm.
So I got to be diligent to keep checking if anything news come in. Okay. Nope, we're good. All right. Oh, Sarah says we hit it.
There we go. All right.
Yay. Well
Hang on.
done.
I got this. I think I got this.
There it is. There it is. Well, I mean, JT, we need to get to 80 in the next 10 minutes. It's just 5 more.
Well, yeah, why not? 80. And then I'll do
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Do you want to hear that special air horn
Yeah,
for
that's
victory?
It's the air horn of victory.
Venom says this is killer good. Well, all right, Venom.
Well, thank
Glad
you.
you're enjoying the stream tonight. That's awesome. Thanks for letting us know. Believe me, it's very encouraging when, as content creators here with you guys leading our channels, when you leave a comment like that, it really does mean a lot. It helps kind of refuel our tank. Because whether you're JT or myself or Knight or others here in the community, Sister Pam, just whoever making content regularly and putting the hard work, and what I like to say, JT, doing the heavy lifting to make the channel work. A lot of times when you're doing these things, you're in an output mode. In other words,
Mhm.
you're pouring out. Your energy is going out. Your time, everything. You're going out to you guys. To the community. And whenever you leave a comment like that says this is great, this is good. Not that we're trying to hear like puff us up.
Yeah.
It literally refills that tank
Mhm.
that keeps us grinding.
Yeah.
Keeps us like, you know what, I'm going to keep going on because this matters to people and they're letting me know it matters to them.
Mhm.
So, anyway, it just means a lot. So you guys
Everybody
are,
needs a pat on the back every once in a while.
yeah, just a
You know,
reminder of that,
Pat on the
right?
back, high five in the face
Yeah.
with a chair, whatever you like. It's just, but a pat on the back is like, hey, good job. It goes a long ways. And it's simple words, long ways. It's like, okay, they're getting into it, and let's go again.
Let's go
it's
again.
just-
Let's fire it up. Yeah. Yeah, it does help. It means a lot. So thank you guys that are so encouraging for what we're doing. Yeah, that's right. Maybe you want a buck 120 to the back. I mean, that works. Whatever floats your boat.
yeah. You like getting stabbed? Yeah, I don't, but there you go.
Exactly. Now, Russell Dorsey might have the best idea for an opening kill in a movie.
Mhm.
In a movie, and he suggests Gary Barber as the opening kill in the movie.
Or somebody dressed like him, because I doubt he'll do it. But
He would never do it either. I don't think he would either.
if they fired him and like he stepped down, I was like, listen, to get somebody kind of looks like him, like the eagle from the Muppets, get him in there, and he's the opening kill. That's a good idea.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. Oh gosh. All right.
I wouldn't stop it if you wanted to, though. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. It would be certainly the biggest inside meta joke, tongue in cheek.
And
know what I'm
especially
saying?
if they went back to Hollywood.
Yeah,
That would make sense
exactly.
because he's on the phone because he's an executive.
Right.
And his
Exactly.
like 21-year-old wife is in trouble, and just like Cotton, just him. But this time we're like, yeah. At the end of it, it's like rooting. It's like, oh, you're gonna get it.
Oh man. Wow. Oh,
My
let's
laptop's
see.
gonna die now. Watch, he's gonna put a hit on my
bro.
laptop. Like,
Can you
what?
imagine?
Back to the crappy PC I have because Gary Barber just killed it.
He's got mine already. Don't let him get
Yeah.
yours.
It's like I'm telling you, it's like, Knight, watch out, brother. If you got a laptop, just don't say nothing about the GB, man. It's a virus. It is.
It is. So JT, I'm gonna let you take this one first. Mario says, how many killers should there be in 7? I love the cult idea, but don't want to get too messy or convoluted like Scream 6's reveal. So what do you think, man? How many killers would you like to see in 7?
Okay, and is it Stu? We're saying Stu's in it?
I think so. Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Just
yeah,
him.
let's do it.
Just him.
Really?
Just him. If we have 2, let him die.
Yeah.
And have Stu, but I think if we're going to really go personal, just him. Because I know everybody's like 2 or 3, but I would want when Stu come back, I just want him to be bad, dude. Just
Yeah.
him. Just murking everybody because he's on a mission.
Yeah.
He could play the whole, getting these kids. Okay, that's fine if you do that, but I would just Stu. But if he's a cliffhanger, then
Uh-huh.
2's fine.
Okay. So then I'm going to piggyback on that
Okay.
just to clarify.
Mhm.
So am I hearing you right in that you're not a fan of the cult of Stu? You're not wanting that
Well, because
idea?
I think, I like the cult. It's okay, but because we had basically 3 killers in the last one, it's like, do we really go more than that?
Mhm, mhm.
Or is this how they're just going to write it? Like, is it going to be personal?
Yeah.
And if it is just Stu, if Stu's going to be, it's a trick question for me because, like I said, if Stu's at, like the cliffhanger, then okay, 2, or you can have the cult then. But I
Right,
just when
right.
Stu's in it, if Stu's in it, just him. But if we go like to 8, then I'll just want Stu. Then we can do the cult. It's just
Got
between
you.
see how they're going to do it.
Okay. Yeah.
If
Yeah, I
like a
think-
convention of Ghostface, that'd be crazy, and they're all murderers. That's crazy.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
imagine sitting, you open the curtain, and there's nothing but Ghostface? Like, oh,
Oh man. Yeah. I don't even know how I would process that.
It's
That would
like-
be crazy.
I think they got Sydney's number on this one because she just goes the other way. It's like, I'll face this Ghostface behind me. The hell with that.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think well for me, I do want to see the Stu cult. I do. I have been literally been hit ringing the bell, I guess for lack of a better analogy, for that to happen since Scream, since Scream 5.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna double down that he's leading the cult, but
Mhm.
I don't, even with the cult though, I don't want it to be 30 people or some
Yeah.
ridiculous number either. So the way I see the cult working, and I think we got a great, I mean, again, I'm looking at it as breadcrumbs
Mhm.
and clues. Look at Scream 5, okay?
Yeah.
If we keep in mind, I'm going with the assumption that Stu is leading a cult.
Mhm.
He placed the dreaded thread that Amber and Richie
Mhm.
responded to.
I
and he
agree. I agree.
Essentially recruited Richie, and then
Mhm.
to basically then he groomed Amber to be his
Mhm.
partner. Okay, so if we're going with that, that's just 2 people.
Yeah.
And what do we see in 6, JT? Which I often say, I think that 6 proved essentially proved the cult of Ghostface, because we have Jason and Greg,
Mhm.
completely unrelated to the
All of it.
Kirsches,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
all of the other stuff. And what was the motive for Jason and Greg?
Finish
wanted-
Richie. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Finish
wanted
Richie's
to finish
story. Yeah.
Richie's movie.
Yeah.
Well, that was Richie and Amber's deal.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, look at this, guys. They are validating the cult literally in the opening sequence. Because again, but guess how many people it was? It was just 2 people.
Yeah.
It was Jason and Greg.
Yeah.
It wasn't Jason, Greg, Bobby, Shirley, Steve, and Joe. And so I think the way I interpret the cult of Ghostface is not that there's going to be all these huge amounts of people.
Not
It's
a big
there's gonna-
network. Yeah.
No, it's a very
Yeah.
small network, but
Yeah.
they're spread out in different states,
Mhm.
which goes back to Kirby's comment in Scream 6, where that she investigates Ghostface attacks.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So that's all connected. FBI, that's federal, that's crossing state lines, connected.
Mhm.
So and the funny thing is, I don't hear hardly anyone else. I don't think honestly, to be completely honest, I don't think I've heard anyone else talk about this in particular. And it's like, it hits me across the face. Like, there's your proof. There's your cult. It's spread out and it's in pairs.
Yeah.
Because remember what Stu learned with Billy?
Mhm.
You know, you always do it in pairs. You know, you have a fall guy if you need one.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, my thoughts are, JT, is that I want a cult, but a cult may only be 2 killers plus 2.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
if that's how you want to do it. Yeah, but that would be okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
But,
think
like,
that's
More
controlled
than that would be
way.
like, 'cause like I said, we had the 3 and 6, which can you really count Detective Bailey? You can say yes or no, on that one. But yeah, and the thing is, like, when she said investigate Ghostface attacks, what if it's Stu killing these other Ghostface because they're trying to rip him off?
Oh man, I mean, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, Ghostface on Ghostface.
Yeah.
attacks.
So it's like, oh, we're doing it for Richie. It's like, wait a minute, this is my idea, or whatever, and he's the one that's killing these kids. because they're doing it all wrong and going to get him caught.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Could you imagine that watching at the opening? Ghostface kills. I mean, we got it 6, but right after the Ghostface would kill, like say Neil, then another Ghostface comes and kills that Ghostface. Like, what's going on? It's like,
Oh,
what?
man.
And don't even reveal nothing. He just walks away. It's like, what, huh? It's like, did I see this right? What's the deal here?
Oh my gosh, dude. Seriously. What a twist. Man. And that's what's so cool. Like, it's like, and I always say this, man, but you can only have these type of theories until the movie comes out.
Yeah.
Because once the movie comes out, it's done. Whatever it is, it is. That's like, then you got to start thinking about the next movie.
Yeah.
And what did you learn in this current movie? Like, for example, 7. What did we learn in 7 that can point us in a direction for 8? Right? All that's fun ideas. That all comes next. But right now, until we know what 7 is, anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
And that makes
and you never know. They
so
could
fun.
be listening. That's the thing. YouTube channels, YouTube, they could be listening. Like, well, that's a good point. That's a good idea. It's like, I like doing theories because, like, how close can I get to something almost true? Like, okay, I kind of mentioned that. That's cool. So, yeah, that's what I like about theories. But, like, when it's done, it's done. And then guess what? We get up and do it again. You know, we hear that 8's coming. We're going to be doing it again.
Yeah, man. The minute they announce 8 has been greenlit, oh, boy.
And we didn't see Stu. That we didn't see Stu.
Yeah.
So it's like, and Sydney's still back. So it's like, they can play this right. They can give us Stu in 7. We're happy. And 8 comes out. They could probably do something, but I don't know. It's like, that's iffy for me. But if they didn't reveal Stu and there's an 8, we can get excited. It's like, could he be in this one? Like, and especially if they give us the clue that he is alive.
That's
you know, it's like, so we can get excited. So they can play this anyway and it could be fine. Or just not give us Stu or nothing and just like, okay, this is twice removed cousin from Mickey and he don't like the look of your hair. You know, so something's like that makes no sense at all. But it was good. You know, as long as the story was good.
You're right now, man. It's true. You're right. I mean,
like 26 years going on 27 years. I've been waiting on Stu. Give it to me. I mean, come on.
Let's go.
Just give it to me.
What's the hold up, man? Just make it happen. And it'd be one thing if they weren't giving us clues and little breadcrumbs that points to Stu Macher. But they've done that. So you've got to pay off. You've got to pay off on it at some point.
There's Fear of the Phantom. I said the same thing. What if Stu recruited one of Sydney's kids? That'd be dark. I suggested that, like the oldest. Like she's the rebel, like of the kids. That would make sense because Stu can easily get her. But you flip it and she's the one who kills Stu because at the end of the day, Sid's my mom, and I don't know. And we got to think these characters ain't getting any younger. These actors and actresses, they're not getting any younger. So we got to have this happen. I don't want to see Stu in a wheelchair, which would be funny. And there's a lot of jokes, but
Oh, we don't want that. No.
The rims will be like $120s on his way. He's pushing the wheelchair. And you see the cape just barely blowing. Like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. No, you ain't.
Hey,
you put like
slow
a block
down.
in front of it.
Yeah.
Or you run upstairs. How you gonna get me now?
Oh no. Oh dang, bro. Well, guys, this is seriously. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it really has. And JT, again, I want to thank you for joining with
thanks
me
for the invite. Like I wasn't doing anything. And it's been a minute since we talked Scream together, so why not?
Yes.
And we have a cool community. Great chat.
Oh yeah.
It's a good Saturday.
It
Great
really
Saturday.
is.
Great Saturday.
Great Saturday. Your channel inaugural stream today, and then finish it here tonight. Don't forget, guys, go subscribe to JT's new channel, Horror Talk Live. It's in the chat there from Sarah. Thank you. Click
Thanks,
it.
Sarah.
Yeah, she's great, man. Sarah keeps us straight here. Um, so yeah, please go subscribe to JT's channel. You're gonna enjoy it. Trust me, I was on his inaugural stream today, and we played a game. And you know what? Rather than tell you about it, go watch the replay and leave a comment, leave a like on his stream. You'll enjoy it. And then next week there'll be another one on Saturday.
Mhm.
So it's just let's keep this going. So thanks to everyone who did subscribe while we were live streaming tonight on his channel. I appreciate it. And if anyone subscribed to my channel that perhaps you were a guest tonight or a first-time visitor on the channel, and if that's you and you did subscribe, I appreciate it as well. And thank you to Jordan. And let me make sure I got it. Hang on, make sure there's no more has come in. Okay, Jordan and Bronson for your super chats tonight through PayPal. Much appreciated. And I'll do one last check of Patreon so I don't accidentally log off if someone has joined while we've been live. Okay, no, not yet. All right, very good. Well, the links are in the chat. All you gotta do is click it if you want to go check it out. Would always appreciate your support. But in the meantime, JT, any final thoughts you want to share for tonight until we start getting a cast list and other news?
You know, just I just hope that, you know, it's just good. You know,
Yeah.
I like to see it, but you know, if they want to take their time with it, that's fine with me because it means they're caring. They don't want to rush this, and it seems like they're not rushing this. So I think it's all good.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd like to thank you for the invite. Thanks for the chat and
Yeah.
everybody who subscribed to the channel and all their questions. It's always fun, and I cannot wait to do this again.
Yeah, buddy. It'll be soon.
Mm.
It won't be very long, and you'll be back with an invitation, of course, man. And I'll see you backstage in a second. But for everybody in the chat and all of you, thank you first of all to my moderators. Everyone, please let the mods know you appreciate their hard work in the chat. Please give them a shout out because they work really hard at what they do, and they take a lot of pride in it, and they want to keep this community a safe place to be and at the standards and levels that I expect. And they do that every single live stream. So thank you to Sarah, Denisha, Julie, Val, Mayanne. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. And let them know you appreciate them, guys. But yeah, everyone have a great rest of your weekend. I plan to be back on Monday night. There's an outside chance I may stream tomorrow night, but I usually don't do 2 in a row, just for obvious reasons. But Monday night is probably when I'll be back. So stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next live stream or the next video. Take care, guys. See you soon. Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.